close your eyes.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the
Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much, everybody that's been out there in Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and iRock TV all day long. On my phone, on my Facebook, on Discord, everywhere. Everybody's been sharing so much love and wishing me well on what is now my 21st birthday, on my 48th birthday, and it's been so much fun. Glad to be here tonight with the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series live from the brand new Atlanta. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait. Let's go ahead and clear the boards as these boys and girls, that's right, girls, are starting to grid up. So looks like it's going to be the one and only Nate Mon that's going to go ahead and take the pole. I know Nate normally has a bunch of followers out there. That's not what I wanted. I want this right here. There we go, Nate Mon, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that we can keep up with the grid as they roll off. So again, Nate Mon in that Sun Drop Double Deuce. He's going to start on pole with Andrew Wisdom in that 51-2 is outside. John the Man Honeycutt in that 50 is going to start P3 in that Team FTR Camaro. Luke Allen in that 07 is going to start P4. Brendan Book in the 5 starting P5. We'll see if that brings him some luck a little bit later on. Kevin Dallatorre in that 92 to round out row number 3. Matt O'Brien in that 43. He wanted to stop the count the other day when his driver was leading the way as far as speed goes at Nashville. So good to see that he's been keeping up with the 43 as well. Austin Collins in that 00 is going to start P number 8. P9, Ryan McCall in that Shaboom number 30. Camaro is going to start P9 again. Tom Flickroft is going to be riding the Gray Ghost colors of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Reached out to me earlier, says, "Hey Pete, for your birthday, what paint scheme would you like me to run?" I said, "Man, I've always been a fan of the Gray Ghost." So we'll catch up with him a little bit later on, starting P10. P11 is going to be Caitlin Haight in the 14 with Micah Allard to her outside. As we look at P13, it's going to be Jeff Byers in the 333. The 81 of John Osborne to round out row number 7. Row 8 is going to be Tom Harmon in that 68 Avril Lavigne Camaro with Rivers Jones in the 44 to his outside. Brian Pizzicami in the 78 with Jacob Palmer to round out row number 9. Row 10 is going to be Jimmy Cocker in that Virginia Tech number 31 and Jordan McGraw in that Sega 34 for Team FTR. PJ O'Leary in that 2-4 Liberty car. Paint scheme looks amazing. 22nd is going to be James Holzer again in that famed 1-7. The 90 of Michael Bragg is going to be 23rd. 24th is going to be Jeremy Kramer. But as you can see, these guys coming through turns 3 and 4. And let's go ahead and clear the boards. Let's go ahead and bring up everything you're going to need for this full race. They're going to be approaching the Geico restart zone. Let's go.
Green flag, green flag.
I think the 51 went ahead and took that point for leading that lap. You saw him side drafting on a double deuce and Nate Mon just a little bit trying to pull him back. James Litzenberger, the one and only Kamal, out there in chat saying, "Happy birthday, Pete," right along with Diamond and Big Pop Bear Campbell himself, followed by, of course, the one and only Ramset. Mike Allen, good to see you out there as well. Again, it's been one hell of a day, and I'm glad to be here. But it looks like even though the 51 led the first lap, the double deuce uncontested is going to take lap number 2, starting lap number 3. All right, let's kind of widen this out just a little bit, as I'm sure there's a whole lot more going on a little bit further in the pack. Let's actually go ahead and bring it on up to the blimp and show you what this place actually, instead of the blimp, let's go ahead and bring it on over to the chopper, since it seems like the blimp is way out of frame right now. Let's go ahead and bring this back to about, Kevin Dallatorre, about mid-pack. Again, we do have 38 guys out, guys and girls, excuse me, out here on track. Again, from the brand new Atlanta, we are pack racing all evening long. 115 laps of it to be exact. As you see the 51, go ahead, drop out of line. He's going to go ahead and drop back. May not have liked what he saw, so he's just going to move it on to the rear. As Brendan Book in that Cincinnati number 5 went ahead and took the lead. So good job by him. So now 3 leaders that I've noticed so far in the first 5 laps. If this continues, it's going to be a great night for a lot of guys to gain a point for leading a lap, as now Brendan Book with the one and only Tom Flitcroft, old Tom Flitty, right behind him. You see the Team FDR number 50. He's rocking IT defenses on the quarter panels this evening. That's going to be the one and only John Honeycutt as they go back side by side for the first 6 rows on back to, I believe that's going to be Jeff Byers. Nope, it's actually going to be the 81 rather of John Osborne. To have a little bit of a gap up to the front, and even him, he's got a little bit of a shove from behind. He's not going to be able to stay back for too long. And of course, this is one track where we see a lot of clips, and we're talking about the left or the right rears getting rubbed the wrong way. Car can either go high, go low. You will have very limited amount of response time to not get caught up in a big one. I was kind of polling the guys earlier. I said, what are we thinking about under over for the race tonight? They said, oh, probably about 7, then maybe 13. So these guys a little not so optimistic, but I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of great racing either way all night long. Again, Brendan Book still leading. Nate Mon back to P2. John Honeycutt, Caitlin Haight, Jeff Byers. And as soon as I call out the people, they the positions are changing. So I'm not even going to try. Stratus says, "Howdy, Pete. Howdy, Stratus." Stratus up there in the admin booth, kind of keeping an eye on all these drivers, making sure that they're behaving themselves. As far as, whoa, look at that, a little bit of contact. 92 comes on down, tags one car, and up on his side. Caution number 1 is going to fly. Let's go ahead and rewind that in real time. I believe that was James Holzer, but let's go back and see who that was on his side. Oh, hard wreck. Just as we're talking about guys and girls, behaving themselves, looks like that is Holzer on the bottom in that pale blue machine. Let's go on down to Holzer's chase cam and see what happens with driver 17. Let's play it out. Yep, 92 comes on down, and Holzer is up and on his door, sliding all the way down, and you hear the motor pop. So that is very, very unfortunate for this season's winningest driver and also last season's champion. So season number 1 champ got a lot of repairs to do in the very, very early going of this race. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so everybody choosing to come on down pit road, and again, very unfortunate for James Holzer. I believe Nate Mon was leading, or the 5 was leading at the beginning of that. So we'll see who is leading when it's all said and done. It looks like Nate Mon is actually going to choose to stay out. So let's see if we can get a hold of old Nate. He should be right around with Eons Motorsports. Let's see if we can pull this driver right quick. Out of Wilmington, Delaware, or Wilmington, North Carolina. I'll have to give him a shout next time I'm heading down his way. Nate, it's Repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that Sun Drop Double Deuce.
Yes, sir, sure do.
Well, Nate, you were denied leading the first lap. 51 gave you a little bit of a side draft, but then you went on to lead the next couple pretty much uncontested until the 5 came up, took a point as well for leading a lap. So far, the first 10 laps, I believe we got about 4, maybe 5 different leaders already. How you feeling in this Camaro? Can you get this done tonight, sir?
Whew, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, New Atlanta here is just really difficult. It's by far the weirdest super speedway package I've ever raced on this service. So, yeah, it just seems like it's really tough to, not get too far out and give people pushes and make runs. It's kind of tough. My goal here is to survive. I'll probably stick to the bottom for most of this, not trying to do anything crazy, especially here early on. So, yeah, I mean, fingers crossed, but, survive in advance, right?
There you go. So out of Wilmington, North Carolina, you're going to have Caitlin Haight, John Honeycutt, Jeff Byers, and Francis Hamilton right around you. I was watching practice. It was getting very, very aggressive with the pushes. Who are you looking forward to in your rear view?
I know Honeycutt's pretty good with pushing and everything. He also understands, really well about, how early we are on the race and, not to go for anything crazy super early. So I hope I don't jinx it and he turns me here out of 2. But yeah, I know he's a pretty level-headed guy. So.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll get you back down to Eon's Motorsports. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up on that double deuce, and maybe we'll be talking to you again when it's all said and done, sir.
All right, thank you.
You got it, buddy. All right, so got him back on down with Eon's Motorsports. Again, driver of the Double Deuce out of Wilmington, North Carolina. I was actually down there last week. Took the family down to Wrightsville Beach. Commando Griff says, happy birthday, Pete. Glad to see you're back in the broadcast booth with no gremlins. And in the zone says, happy birthday, Pete. How you doing? Buddy, I'm doing all right. All right, getting closer and closer to the iRock TV restart zone. Let's get ready to set him free one more time.
Green, green, green.
Let's go. Well, I've got to say, as we come to complete this lap, the 22, very, very fortunate that the 50 of Honeycutt and the 14 of Caitlin decided to line up with them. With the draft here, it's just like Daytona Talladega, where if you get that kind of a head start on the rest of the pack, you're just looking forward to everybody else driving right on by and waving to you as they go. So very, very fortunate for the 22 that the 50, the 14 decided to pair up with him. How about Mike Papa Bear Campbell right here in this 71? He's up to P number 4, up 21 spots since the race started. Wasn't part of that wreck, and right now just kind of guiding that Mustang GT all along the bottom line. Now, I have noticed that at Daytona, at Talladega, and even here in officials and other leagues that I've broadcasted, you want to get up into that second groove. The bottom line absolutely wears down the tires a little bit more than the bottom, and it gets to be faster as the run goes on. So that's the way that I've seen it. We'll have to see if that's the way that it pans out. Zone says mine got the better on the restart, but Honeycutt and Haight are sniffing that bumper. The rest of the field keeping up as well, and some of them are looking to make moves. Zone, you are not kidding. And again, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. It's been a lot of fun. Happy birthday, Pete. I hope thank you for making the rest of us feel young. Bolt Action 17. Well, buddy, if you were around when Bolt Action was first invented, you're a lot older than I am. But man, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. Again, if you're out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or iRock TV, please go on over, smash the follow, smash the subscribe. If you're on iRock TV on your favorite Roku device, whether it's a TV or a streaming deck, make sure to go on over to the streamers section, search for iRock TV. It's the logo that you see underneath the scoring pylon, and download the channel. It is 100% free, 100% free of commercials, and in beautiful 4K. So definitely appreciate everybody one more time for all the birthday wishes. It's been an amazing day, and absolutely proud to be here for this race. I'll tell you what, this man right here, the one and only Tom Flitcroft, Tom Flitty, he reached out to me earlier, said, Pete, what paint scheme can I run for you tonight? I said, man, I've always been a fan of the Gray Ghost. Go ahead and take that. Well, there he is. He brought the Gray Ghost up, and that is what he's rocking tonight. And just as Zone said, John Honeycutt up front, leading a lap with Caitlin right behind him. Ryan McCall in that number 30 Shaboom Machine P, number 3 on the high side, with Brendan Book, Mike Loudslugger, and Jordan McGraw to round out our top lucky 7. Commander Griff, again, he's talking about no gremlins. I have, fortunately, been able to reach out to the right people with my service provider. My internet is 100% back and back to the way that it used to be. In my all 4+ years of broadcasting, I never, ever had any kind of internet issues like I've had over the last couple months, and I'm glad to say that that is all now behind me. Talk about behind him. How about that 5 of Brandon Book showing one more time that him getting up there to lead a couple laps, not just a fluke. Now he's pushing that number 8 machine into the lead on the bottom, down the backstretch, into turns 3 and 4. There you see the 61 of Micah Allard. So friends kind of pairing up through 1 through 4 as the 79 of Cody Kalinka. He's going to pick up the spot on the bottom as well. Up high, it's still the 1450, the 30 and company. And they just continue to line up. How about the roof cam from the one and only John Honeycutt? Honeycutt again running the IT Defenses Camaro for Team FTR. Normally it's either a High-Tech Securities or a Melody Woodwork scheme. Tonight he's repping last season's Daytona sponsor, IT Defenses. So good to see him up here and running well. And if we look from the gearbox, there is that 14. It looks like Caitlin is able to find a hole. That's going to bring up the number 30 Shaboom machine for Ryan McCall. Michael Loudenslager also right behind. Nate Mon in that double deuce. There's the 81 as well of John Osborne. This from the backside of Jordan McGraw right now, sitting P number 10. So a whole lot of battling going on. Not missing anything from the front. Tom Flitcroft still leading. The only thing that has changed as far as the top 4 goes is that number 14 sitting P number 4 right now. 50 again of John Honeycutt up on the high side. Behind Caitlin is going to be Michael Loudenslager. As your full running order continues to alternate on your scoring pile on the left-hand side. All right, so chat, I see just about 20 plus of you out there. Who do y'all have tonight? Is it going to be the 8? Is the 8 going to, bring it on to victory lane just like he did at Daytona to open up the season? Restrictor plate wins. It seems like once you have a knack for this kind of racing, as the 5 drafts on up and gives that 8 one hell of a shot to the backside. 61 of Micah Allard just kind of hanging back. But I think Tom Flitcroft could possibly go ahead and grab another W. I think it's very, very possible. Commander Griff says, let's go Mike Campbell. First career win. Calling it now. Mike Campbell right now, here he is in this number 71, sitting P12, still up 13 spots. Got the 81 of John Osborne up high, and what a guy to follow, right? That double deuce of Nate Mon. He was up there early, led a few laps. Now he's just going to go ahead and drop back and just kind of maintain. He doesn't have to be up there leading all laps. Would it be nice to see Pop Bear get on up there to lead a lap? Absolutely. I talked to him very briefly when everything kicked off, and he said he was feeling really, really good about some new wheel settings that he's got, and he said it's just gliding along. So, man, if that's the case, Pop Bear, hey, anybody can get on up there as you start to see him getting a little squirrely, entering the tri-oval and off the corner. Might be getting into a little bit of wear here. We'll have to see. Our holder, 510-032. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Absolutely appreciate you, sir, and welcome aboard. Bobby Hills Kill says Nate in P10. Come on, Nate. Nate was on up there earlier and led a couple laps. He battled to lead the first lap, but the 51 was able to take that from him. But in the consequent laps, or in the next few laps, actually, Nate was able to go on up there and take the lead. So there you go. All right, so we'll have to see what Papa Bear is capable of doing. 44 Rivers Jones back here in this Exalta. Looks like Camaro wouldn't be if it was anything other than a Camaro with that paint scheme. Although Dale Jr. ran that as well. I was going to say Jeff Gordon, but Dale Jr. ran that as well. Right now, sitting about P16, just about halfway or mid pack in that machine. Right behind, you see the number 4. That's going to be Charles Kramer Jr., also up 15 spots. You know, it's interesting to go through all these guys and checking out their progress as the race has gone on so far. Cody Kalinka up here in this number 79 nationwide scheme. He's up 25 and so far is the biggest mover. So good job by Cody. And if he can continue on, he might be sitting pretty as the race unfolds a little bit later on in the evening. Working lap 31 to 115. We are well under a century mark already, and you watch the guys on the high side carrying a lot of momentum. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Could that come to fruition? But again, up front, still the one and only Tom Flitcroft. Tom Flitty in this gray Ghost out of Henderson, New York. He says probably going to crash. Each time I've talked to him, he said, not so much. Still watching the 5 get very friendly with with the tailpipe of that number 8 nationwide gray Ghost. Again, big fan of this diecast. I was actually telling Tom earlier, I said this is one diecast that I don't have. I've just never been able to find the this diecast in the 124 at the right price. A lot of people want a decent mint for that scheme. Brendan Book just slam, almost, I wouldn't say quite slam drafting, but definitely getting very friendly with the tail end of this 8. Joe Mon says go Double Deuce. Double Deuce, so Nate Mon was able to lead a lap or 5 earlier. And here he is right now as he finds a hole on the bottom side right in front of the 4. So yeah, Joe, so far Nate in that Double Deuce has been able to lead a few laps. Right now he's sitting P11, so just outside the top 10. But so far he has absolutely shown that he can get on up there and compete. Bobby Hill says 5 is bump drafting. Absolutely. Commander Griff wants to know, does Shake and Bake run a fast repair? If I'm not mistaken, they do run one fast repair, but I could be wrong. You know how it goes, Commander Griff. You one lead community or club kind of bleeds into the next. Look at the high side, starting to work way up at the front as we keep up with the 61 of Micah Allard. Micah's been up in the tower for several races this season, up there with Stratus and the one and only Eliza Bethel, aka Frozen Toes, for all y'all that may or not know. But if you don't know, you're probably been living under a rock somewhere. But yeah, Micah Allard right now in that 61. He decided he had to get back out on track. This is where his heart lies, and it's also where he knows how to get that pedal down. So 61 right now, rocking P number 3. 61 looking a little low. Going to pick up the 14 of Caitlin. Caitlin also showing a whole lot of speed in her number 14. Right now, she is up 5 spots, actually 6 spots rather, right there at P5. So good job by her and her introduction to Shake and Bake Racing. One caution on the evening that took the one and only James Holzer out. In fact, you know what? That would be a good way. Nope, James Holzer is out of the race, so that should answer the question as to whether they have a fast repair or not. Holzer was wrecked very early in the race, and he is out. The guy that's way back in 37th after starting tail end Charlie, that is Ryan Crooks. He does not want any part of any of the packs. He just wants to get up there and try to be there at the end. Ryan, very, very fast, definitely knows how to race. You can see his skill each and every week on any other track, whether it's a short track, road course, super speedway, cookie cutter, 2 mile, whatever. So just because he's back here right now, do not count Ryan Crooks out from being where he needs to be when the time is right. Still up front, 8 not letting go of the lead, and he still has his buddies right with him. All right, way back up high, the TV tower keeping up with the 37 of Andrew Sanford. Right now sitting P19 up 7. And if there was a middle of the pack, that is exactly where Andrew Sanford is. 38 cars again started this race. Right now, I believe the only guy that is out of the race is the 17 of Holzer. He's got 4 or 5 wins on the season, so he knows that he's a lock for the round of 16 when that time comes. Bobby Hillkill says something's up with the 22. What's he doing? Well, let's get back up with Nate Mon right quick. Nate right now sitting P16, down 15 spots. Let's take a look at his right side as the 31. Jimmy Cocker's to his outside. Let's take a look at the right side on that double deuce and see if he's just not happy with what he's seeing here in traffic. And he just wants to kind of ride a little bit with, I mean, we're only 44 laps into this race. Let's go ahead and take a look at the right side of his car, see if maybe he's made a little bit of contact with the wall or what. So far, it looks like the right front is all right. Right rear also doing pretty well at, I'd have to say also. Let's take a look at his nose. I didn't see anything going on there. That's not what I wanted to see. Maybe tire wear. You could be right. There we go. Nope, nose looks good as well. Not a mark on the hood of that Sun Drop double deuce for Nate Mon. So Joe Mon, if you're still out there on Facebook, Nate's still doing very, very well, sitting P15. So I look for Nate to be up there when it's all said and done. Yeah, the tire wear issue is something that I talked about very, very early in officials and in other leagues. When we're talking about this place, the outside is where you want to be. The outside has all kinds of momentum, and you're also not cranking on that wheel to turn off the corner. With the 8 knows that the 5 is just going to push. You know, the 5 right now, Brendan Book, he's not gonna shove for all it's worth. He sees the 61. He's got no pressure from the 61 of Allard. The 14 of Caitlin, she's back there, as well as the 30 Shaboom machine for Ryan McCall. Jordan McGraw back here in the Sega number 34 Team FTR Camaro, as well as the 79 of Cody Kalinka. John Honeycutt's back there. I mean, all these cars are single file. No big challenge, so they can continue to race on. And even behind these guys, the next 4 or 5 cars are also single file. So everybody just kind of woeing it down just a little bit. You know, they don't have to get back, side by side or three wide, as it looks like all the way back to about P15 is all single file, if not more. This is P13 with Jeff Byers. Is that a Pantera car? Is this a Pantera car? Let's see. It is a Pantera car. How about that? So Jeff Byers, he started P13. Right now, still in the same spot. So no progress. Not doing anything else. Just kind of sticking right where he needs, or right where he wants to, I guess you could say. And yeah, Bobby, I gotta agree. Very, very sick looking scheme. Nice looking car. All right. And looks like up front we might have a challenge. Yep. It looks like what I thought I saw. Looks like they've gone ahead and brought it back single file, at least back to Jordan McGraw. But Cody Kalinka, he's got some company. You see the 18 out there. Was that now a lap down car? That's going to be an AC/DC car. It's going to be a number 18. Let's see if we can find who that is. Definitely, it's going to be Philip Bridgman, one of the lone Canadian. Actually, he is the lone Canadian in the field. Kind of bringing back a lot of nostalgia. How about that? Another very, very nice looking car. Hey, why not? All right. Let's go ahead and bring it back. White Walker says, happy birthday, Pete Swats. Thank you very much, buddy. Definitely appreciate it. Hopefully you and the missus had a fairly uneventful trip up to Maine, and you were able to work your way on back. No issues whatsoever. Bobby Hill says, oh, snap, happy birthday, my dude. Well, Bobby, thank you very much. Yes, 48 years young is what I was as about 1:30 this afternoon. And yeah, man, definitely appreciate it. Very, very good day around the house. I took the entire week off. I don't have to be back to work until July the 5th. So, yeah, I've got a huge what I've been putting off to do list. I'm not going to call it a honey-do list because I wrote it out myself. And, yeah, flight canceled. Had to drive 14 hours home, but great trip up there. I'll get with you for more. Yeah, Swats, absolutely. Looking forward to it, man. Sorry to hear about your flight, but I'm sure. Hey, you and the missus with your son. I'm not gonna say his name just yet. But you guys were able to drive across the country, and I'm sure that that 14-hour ride was absolutely nothing. I'm sure the entire family was glad to be back in your Toyota, stuck together again. And you were just singing right along to the Griswold's National Lampoon, off to see, what was it? Was it Wally World or something like that? Yeah, so there you go. Up front, still not missing anything. It's still, it was just her and I. It wasn't a bad drive. Had to rent a, oh, okay, there you go. All right. So you're able to make sure that Toyota of yours was put aside. I get it, but there you go. So you shared that picture of us when we went to the Charlotte Roval race. That was pretty cool to see again. Hadn't seen that picture for a while. All the way back to 333 of Jeff Byers. All these guys right here, single file. The next one in line is going to be the 31 Virginia Tech machine for Jimmy Cocker. He's got the double deuce and Nate Mon right behind. So Nate He was P16 a little bit ago. Right now, back up to P13. Still, though, 12 spots back after starting on pole for this evening's race. Was looking for one of me, you, and Stout, but couldn't find it. Talking about the one where we went to lunch, I absolutely remember it. Our Holder says, great job on the broadcast, buddy. Holder, definitely appreciate it, man. Don't be a stranger. Come on out, hang out, chat it up. Keep me and everybody else that's out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and iRock TV company. We all absolutely appreciate it. The more, the merrier. All right, so Andrew Sanford back here in this 37. He's got the 44 right behind, as well as, I believe that's going to be the 81 of John Osborne, sitting P16, down 2 spots after starting 14th. Again, not missing anything up front or here in the middle, as John Osborne sitting P16. Big head on the Mount Rushmore of buddy, I don't know about that, but I definitely appreciate it. Always one hell of a time. So you look up front, it's all single file. You look at these 5, all single file. Back to Michael Loudenslager and the group that he's leading, as it looks like Tom Harmon in that Avril Lavigne number 68 Camaro. He's going to go ahead and duck low, excuse me, duck low and move right on by. Swat's going to go ahead and throw out a bit. Swats, definitely appreciate you, buddy. Wow, yeah. I gotta let him slip. I don't know. Oh, I will. I'm in a couple Discords with you if you ever want company to... Okay, all right, buddy. So let's see here. So again, Michael Loudenslager is sitting P23 as it looks like got loose, went on up and tagged the wall just a little bit. Looks like the car in front of the 51 kind of blinking out just a tad. That's never a good thing. That's going to be the 18 as he got lapped and was finally able to find a spot to move on up to. Bobby Hillkill says, thank you for this. Yeah, Bobby, thank you very, very much for the sub. Absolutely appreciate you, buddy. Yeah. Slip of the tongue, right? All right, so you see Brian Pizzacchemi back here in this number 78. He's riding around with the 07 of Luke Allen. Chuck Cody back there as well, including the 23 Team FTR Camaro for Jose Ruiz. I was watching Jose race last night at Phoenix on his own Twitch channel. And tonight, he finds himself up 12 spots, sitting P24. Again, another one that thinks that we're going to have a huge wreck a little bit later on, and everybody will get clumped back up together, and we'll be able to roll on. We'll have to see if that comes to fruition or not. So far, we've had one caution very, very early. The 92 of Kevin Dallatorre, he got tagged, and came down and collected the 17 of James Holzer, sent Holzer to the garage very, very early. And as the last I saw, Holzer is still the only car out of the race. With all that being said, John Honeycutt right now, hold on, I've got the wrong info up here on the scoring pylon. Honeycutt rather down 5 laps, right along with Ryan Crooks and a couple others. So some others experiencing some issues, and down several laps right now. Looks like the 00 of Austin Collins, he's appearing as out. 39 of Palmer is in the pits. Dallatorre down 1 lap. So got some stuff going on. We're starting to see a round of green flag pit stops. I just mentioned that the 39 was in pit row. Bolt Action 17 says East Coast is getting bad windstorms. Yeah, I was actually just talking to Mike Pop Bear Campbell a little bit ago, and he was actually getting hail at his place. So, yeah, some problematic weather going around. Honeycutt had a package fail. Thanks. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Honeycutt has had some very, very unfortunate issues with his PC and iRacing as of late. I mean, after a great qualifying effort, very, very unfortunate to see him fall out. All right, so we got a new leader, it looks like. The 14... Oh, nope. It's just a couple of guys blinking out a little bit. The 8 and the 5 still leading the way with the 61 sitting P3. The 14 still in P number 4, but a great effort by Caitlin in her introductory race to Shake and Bake. Right now it's sitting P4, up 7 spots. Ryan McCall still in that number 30 Shaboom machine right behind. Right now, Jordan McGraw is leading the way, though, for Team FTR in his number 34 Sega machine. Let's actually take a look at that car if we can. Daytona USA. This is the car that is after the old game that you used to see at a place like Chuck E. Cheese or any arcade, years and years back. You actually sit down inside the game, and pretty cool looking scheme for him. Take a look at the hood. There you go. So I'm sure several out there may recognize the lettering with the logo on top and Sega. I absolutely do. That was always a lot of fun to race with. All right, still single file. Just as I say that, Cody Kalinka is going to try to think about going to the outside. Bobby Hill says, "Oh yeah, sweet games, absolutely." In fact, I think that's the first game I remember where you actually sat in it, or you actually sat down and you drove. I think that's actually the very first game that I remember playing that was like that. Ooh, 14 looks like she is actually going to go ahead and bring it on down pit road for 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Looks like the Double Deuce and Nate Mon, and the 333 also going to try to woe it up down to pit road speed. So the 14 of Caitlin, she's going to be the first one to come on down. The only other car that's on pit road is going to be the 17 of James Holzer, and he is out of the race. So here we go. Round of green flag pit stops underway. Tom Flitcroft still leading the way. Brendan Book sitting P2. Here they go. Oh, everybody trying to whoa them up, slow them up. Some really locking them up. See the white tire smoke as we got a pack of 6 right here. 7 cars, and none of them had any kind of issue with the brake bias or whichever. Very, very clean entrance, and that's going to hand the lead over to this guy right here in the body armor number 63. Yeah, slow down, guys. That's going to be the 63 of Evan Knopp. That's going to put him up 34 spots since the race started. Jimmy Cocker also up 17. Andrew Sanford right now going to find himself P number 3, and they're all going to try to bring it on down pit road as well. There's going to be a pack of 463 really woeing them up right in front of everybody. You saw the Virginia Tech machine really have to take some evasive maneuvers, some evasive driving, not to rear end that 63. 63 short in his pit. Everybody else pulling on in. Tom Harmon now, he's going to lead the way in his Avril Lavigne 63. He's got the 43 of Matt O'Brien sitting P number 2. PJ O'Leary sitting P3 in this Liberty U car. Absolutely loving that scheme. And again, another pack bringing it on down. How about these guys? How about these guys? That is the 3rd pack we've seen where nobody had any real issues getting on the binders, bringing it on down to pit road speed. Meanwhile, back at the front, the 23, Jose Ruiz. He's going to go ahead and take the lead for Team FTR. He's going to go ahead and grab a point for leading a lap. He's got the 36 of Chuck Cody right behind Luke Allen, Brian Pizkemi, and Jacob Locklear. So we got a brand new top 5. '23 and company. Whoa! 36 unable to woe it up. Rear ends the back end of the 23, but it looks like Jose Ruiz was able to hold on to it. That back end, let's see if we can take a look at it. Oh, he's got a big old dent there. I'll have to see how that works. And, man, very, very unfortunate. Yeah, slow down. Brian Pizzacchemi, though, inherits the lead in his number 78. And he is all by his lonesome. When this is said and done, it's going to all cycle back to the pack that we saw earlier, Ryan McCall, Brendan Book, Charles Kramer, Tom Flitcroft, and Mike Allard and others. So I have to see how this all works out. So more cars in, more cars out. And just as I say that, here comes your leaders. Once they go ahead and get on by pit road, this will be your renewed top three, we'll say. And look at the gap. From the 14 of Caitlin Haight. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I didn't get a chance to speak with her before the race started. But you see the 30 of Ryan McCall back there and others. Just the difference in getting on pit road, maximizing your speed to your stall. Don't slide through your pit stall. Get out with max speed without speeding, and then have a great entrance onto the track to complete the full dance, as they say, on and off pit road. So great job by all. Leaders coming up on some traffic. They're about to lap. You see the 78 down there as Tom Flitcroft. He's going to go ahead and throw it high and wide around the 71 of Mike Papa Bear Campbell. And all Papa Bear can try to do is latch on to this pack and stay right with their draft. That way, if he is now the first car one lap down, he can go ahead and get his lap back should we see a caution. And as you just saw there on the running order, if you're following Pop Bear or Mike Campbell, like Commando Griff and Swats and a few of those other guys out there in Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or iRock TV, he is the first car one lap down right now. All right, so yeah, that we are through one full round of green flag pit stops, and we're almost right back to the way we started. '61 of Allard looked pretty loose throwing his I believe it's Nitro Motorsports number 61 into the beginning of the trial. We got kind of kicked out a little bit on him. I believe it's a Nitro. Let's take a look at this number 61 for a moment. Nitro Racing. There we go. I knew it was Nitro. Yeah, 61 definitely a little loose. Dynamo Designs on the hood. Caution number 2 is going to fly. 82 of 115 laps down. After one full round of green flag pit stops, we're going to rack and stack them all back up. And we were just talking about Mike Papa Bear Campbell with something just happened with that 71. That's going to bring out this caution. Let's go back, see what happened with Mike as the pace car just flies right on through everybody. All right, so this is the rear chase cam for the 71. You see the 39 CMRroofing.com Ford Mustang GT. I believe that's going to be Jacob to his outside. Let's go ahead and play this out, find out what happened. Mike holding it down on the line, and 39 comes down and just collects the right rear of that 71, sending him hard to the outside wall. A lot of damage to that Mustang GT, and I think I heard it pop too, so very, very unfortunate for Mike Pop Bear Campbell. I believe that is going to end his evening. Very, very hard wreck. Let's go ahead and watch that back one more time. All right, let's switch up the cam here and play it out. No. Oh, hard shots for both. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Tom Flitcroft is leading. I know exactly what he's going to say. As soon as I pull him in, he's going to say, "Great, now I'm going to get wrecked." Watch. Let's see, shall we? All right, he should be down here in C Motorsports. There he is. Oh, Tom Tom.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, buddy? Man, you have had some people just lined up behind you, lap after lap, get through a full round of green flag pit stops, and then Jacob Palmer just kind of clips the right rear on Mike Papa Bear Campbell, and caution number 2 flies. 83 laps in the making. The under-over on the cautions are busted, I would like to say. But do you believe from here on out you're going to have to play a lot of defense in that number 8 Gray Ghost, which, by the way, thank you very much for bringing that out for me. Or do you think you're still going to have some buddies back there to line up with you and try to push you to another win, just like your season opening win at Daytona?
Well, it's gonna get crazy here. Definitely wanted to see that go green, but we'll make the best of it. We still have some fighting left to do, so we got the teammates all lined up for the most part, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to put on a show for you guys, but if we end up crash, that's all right. I just hope we have a good finish and everybody has fun. So enjoy the rest of the race.
All right, buddy, I definitely appreciate you, as always. We've been friends a long, long time, going back to the Xbox days. Tell Micah to back out of my damn camera frame, will you? I'll talk to you later, man. Go grab that W and keep the shiny side up on that Ghost, huh?
Hell yeah, thanks, man.
All right, buddy. All right, so we got him back on down to C Motorsports, right along with Brendan Book, Micah Allard, and Cody Kalinka in that 79. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens here. They are back double file, which means the pace car should be pulling off. You see the lights atop the pace car are out. Barney's got that green flag up in the air. We're going back. Back to the future now.
Green flag.
Let's go. All right, so the 8 came on down to pick up the run that the 5 Brendan Book had. The 61 of Micah Allard right now sitting P number 3. 30 Shaboom machine for Ryan McCall sitting P4. Charles Kramer in this 4 machine. He is now up 27 spots in that Mustang GT. He's the only Ford inside the top 10. The other outside manufacturer, the only manufacturer other than a Ford or a Chevy inside the top 10 is going to be Caitlin Haight sitting back here in 10th. That's going to be the lone Toyota inside the top 10. Pop Bear says 44 minutes of required, 4 minutes of optional nights done. Mike, very, very sorry to see. Very unfortunate as we watched the 31 Virginia Tech machine go on up. Give the 33 a little bit of a tap and then go on up and tag the outside wall. We'll go on over and take a look at that car here in just a moment. Jacob NASCAR says, my sim froze up on me for 5 seconds, and that's what happened. Very, very unfortunate. Bobby Hillkill says the 5 is pushing. Absolutely. 5 has been pushing all night long. All right, so let's go on over with the 31 and see if he's got any damage. Again, talking about Jimmy Cocker back here. Take a look at his right side. See if he's caved in any of the quarter panels. Again, these cars, they are like tanks. We got a couple down. Can they keep it off track? 31 goes on down with the 68 Avril Lavigne car, as well as the 37. Good hands by all. Going to be able to get back up on track, but not after losing a whole lot of track position. All right, let's actually rewind this and see exactly how that played out. Let's stop that. Let's go on up with the 68 car if we can. Going to be Tom Harmon. Let's switch on over to our handy dandy chase cam And let's find out what happens between him and the 37 of Andrew Sanford. Oh, just a big checkup in front of them and nowhere to go. 68 tags to 37. 31 came on down also. And, yeah, that's that. So let's go ahead and bring it back live. I think I just heard caution. Yep, caution is out. And it looks like this is going to have something to do with Micah Allard, who was up front. So let's bring it on back again to our chase cam and find out what happened with Micah Allard. Looks like Jeff Byers as well as PJ O'Leary may be part of this. So there's 61. He's sitting P3. Let's play this out. Squeeze up high. Ooh, not quite sure what happened there. Let's play that again. All right, let's go on over to our side view and let's see if there's something that happens with some net code between the 61 and the 5, or does the 43 tag the 61 wrong? Or let's see what happens here. Ooh, that's just ugly. Plenty of room in front of him. Let's play that again, and we'll go back to the 43. It's going to be Matt O'Brien from the side. Does the 43 make contact with the 61? Or is this all just unfortunate netcode? Let's play this. No, 43 never touches the 61 either. Very, very unfortunate. All right, one more time. We'll widen out the view. Let's watch how this unfolds. Wow. Interesting. All right, one more time, and we're going to go from Cody Kalinka's view. And let's go cockpit with him. Wow. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Tom Fleetcroft, again, still leading. Stephanie Gutierrez, thank you very much. Byron's grandma. Definitely appreciate you for the birthday wishes. Man, it is so much fun. I was actually commenting to a lot of these guys and girls here in the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series that I got more birthday wishes through Discord this year than I did through Facebook or by texting or anything like that. It's so heartfelt. Everybody. 48 years young. And looking forward to another 48, and hopefully it'll be all doing what I love just like this, night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, because I truly, truly do have a lot of fun with it. Pop Bear says, I'm out of the infield care center. Everything checked out fine. Looking forward to the next race with these guys. And Pop, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you back in the car as well. All right, so the pace car will be pulling off soon. As you see, everybody here back double file. This is going to be the front row restart. Ryan McCall, Matt O'Brien. Brody says, checking in, couldn't make the race. Brody, so far, this is our third caution. 22 laps remaining. Y'all want to keep up with Shake and Bake on Twitter? There's their Twitter handle, @RacingSNB. Go on over, follow them. I'm sure you'll get a follow back and keep up with everything that happens with the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. What a great club, community, league, whatever you want to call it.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's up. Let's go. I don't know if the 43 meant to go outside or if he maybe got a little bit of an extra tap to the back bumper, which sent him there. But nonetheless, 43 and Matt O'Brien now trying to pull that outside. He's got the 30 Shaboom Camaro for Ryan McCall right with him. Brody says couldn't make the race at the beach. Brody, there you go. I was actually at Wrightsville Beach last weekend with my family. And, man, it's always fun just to get away, stand in the breakers, let the waves hit you, collect a few seashells, walk along the sand, go out at night, maybe look for some crabs. All kinds of fun can be had at the beach day or night. Double file behind looks like about the old first 7 or 8 cars. Back to the 44. That's going to be Rivers Jones right now. He's going to be tail end Charlie. 43 again, trying to pull that outside line. He's got the 31 rather. Virginia Tech machine for Jimmy Cocker. I was going to go ahead and take a look at the right side for Jimmy just a moment ago. Let's go ahead and do that right quick. Let's take a look at the right front as well as the right rear. Right rear, a little bit of scrapage, not too bad though. Telltale sign on how this car is going to perform would be by going to the chase cam, and it looks like that rear fin is absolutely straight. So that Virginia Tech number 31 Camaro for Jimmy Cocker should still be at full bore as these guys really getting aggressive with the pushes as the race goes on. Caution's going to fly. Wow, and that all happened right there. Not quite sure what happened with the overlay. That's kind of interesting. All of a sudden, it said, not going to work with you. Let's see if we can't fix that under this caution. Nope, that's not. All right, but let's go on back. And I mean, we saw it play out right in front of us, but let's go back one more time. All right, so you see the 31, 43. The 43, I believe, gave a big old shove to Cody Kalinka up there in the 79. See the 23 of Jose Ruiz to the inside, as well as Rivers Jones in the 44. Let's play this out again. Oh, Micah Allard comes on up, tags the 31, and that melee ensued. There's the 48. He got wrapped up in that. All right, let's go back one more time, and we'll switch up the camera and play it out. See the 50 of John Honeycutt. You see Nate Mon get on through. Let's go back one more time and jump on board with Nate Mon, and we'll switch it on over to his cockpit view. How about that? How about that brake and wheel work to get on through there? Good job by Nate. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, let's see if we can't get our graphics back. Not quite sure what happened, but let's see what we can do here. All right, let's try doing one more thing. And let's go ahead and bring back that file. Not quite sure what happened. Apologize. That ain't gonna work. All right, let's go back. All right. Well, I'm not quite sure what happened, but that's yeah. The overlay just simply stopped for some reason. All right. On the back stretch. Let's see here. Very, very odd. Very, very, very odd. All right, so coming back to, I mean, I still have full control of everything else. So back to Barney, and green flag is up
Green, green,
in the iRock TV restart zone. Let's go. All right, so the 8's going to come across and lead yet another lap. 5 of Brendan Book still pushing. Caitlin Haight right now sitting P number 3 up 8 spots. 28 spots up is going to be the 4 of Charles Kramer Jr. And how about Austin Collins back here in this double O? Looks like caution's going to fly yet again. All right, so this caution, let's see if we can find out what this one's for. Looks like Jacob Locklear is going to have something to do with this, and possibly Tom Harmon. Let's check in with Jacob Locklear. All right, yep, you see him kind of spinning already in that monster machine. Let's go ahead and switch on over to the chase. Let's just back this up just a tad. Let's stop it and play it out. The 97 sounded like he was off the throttle. Not quite sure what was happening. Might have been very, very loose, and the guys behind just felt like they had to go. But there you go. Good job by not bringing it back up into everybody else. So let's go ahead and bring it back live. And let's try this one more time for these overlays. If this doesn't work, we'll check in with probably the 5 right quick. See how we're doing. Nope. All right. So let's go ahead and check in with Brendan Book right quick. We'll go ahead and bring him on up. Brendan, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that Cincinnati 5.
I got you, man.
All right, bud. Well, I tell you, it's been a very, very interesting race so far. Cautions breeding cautions at the end, but a very, very great long run with a full green flag pit stop in the middle. 8 has been leading. You've been up his back bumper pretty much the entire time. Are y'all gonna work to the end to close this one out, and then maybe try to duel it out amongst yourselves, or what's the play here if you want to give it up?
Yeah, been a great race so far for C Motorsports. We definitely have been working together, and the plan is to work to the end, all the way in, to off turn 4 or, last lap, as long as one of us wins, and, that's all I really care about.
All right, Brendan, I'm having a little bit of an issue with my graphics, my overlay. How many laps we got left, sir?
We're going to be coming 9 to green. I'm right here, and we go green.
9 to green. All right, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Or 9 to go. 9 to go.
9. All right, 9. I was going to say 9 to green. Okay. 9 to go. All right, man. I definitely appreciate it. I'll get you back on down there with Cody, Micah, and Tom right quick. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, so 9 laps to go here. It's gonna be a great finish. Looking forward to it. Again, I definitely apologize. I'm not quite sure why the overlays all of a sudden quit out. That makes absolutely no sense to me at all. But I'm gonna try one more time right now. See if I can't get them to work. Let me go ahead and switch it on over to Barney. I don't want y'all to miss anything at all. Nada. Pop Bear says coming to lap 107 this time, but he definitely appreciate it. Green flag's up. Let's go. So is it all elbows up? Is the aggression level peaked? We'll have to find out. 4 of Charles Kramer. He's going to try the outside, hoping that the 44 Rivers Jones will be able to grab enough of a whiff of that draft to pull on up. A little bit of side drafting between the 4 and the 79. 79 is going to go ahead and prevail because he's got more power on the bottom side. You also see the 63 of Evan Knopp. He's worked his way on up. There's the 34 getting a little loose going into the entrance of the tribal. Here comes the 36 as well. 3 wide. Nate Mott stuck him on the outside. Nowhere to go. And he's going to fall back more and more as nobody's going to go ahead and let him find a spot anywhere. He's still up on the high side. He's going to find a spot right in front of that monster machine that was just part of that wreck, talking about the 97 of Jacob Locklear. 43 Matt O'Brien. He's going to go ahead and dive on down, see if he can't pull himself on up. The man is on a mission. He knows. I believe that's going to be 7 laps to go. That time by the start stripe. Up front, still the 8 car of Tom Flitcroft leading the way. Brandon Book P2, Caitlin Haight sitting P3. Austin Collins and Cody Kalinka are your top 5. All of them riding the bottom. 34 Jordan McGraw, he's got that outside rocking. He's got the 4 right with him. Going to be able to pull up and buy the 79, then right back to him side by side. Top 4 are all single file and then double file for as far as the eye can see. Matt O'Brien up, possibly tagging that wall. 44, again, all over the back end of the 4. 34, hoping for a push. He's saying, come on, let's go. It is go time. 63 body armor machine on the bottom. That's going to be, again, Evan Knopp right with the 79. Top 4 still single file. Everybody pushing or running behind Tom Flitcroft. Now, can Tom go back-to-back Super Speedway wins? He won the season opening race at Daytona. He asked me, Pete, it's your birthday. What paint scheme do you want me to run? I said, Tom, go ahead and pull up the Gray Ghost. He said, I gotcha. So far, Tom will lead most laps this evening. You see the 34 now. He's kind of drawing a bead, running that high side. He's going to be able to pull on up right to the outside of the 5 of Brandon Book. So we're going to have a tie for P2. 8 car is going to go on up, pick up Jordan McGraw. Jordan's going to tag the outside wall. 8 car going to move on down. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead. 14, Caitlin picking up the 8. Top Flitcroft's going to be able to retain the lead with some fancy driving. Going to see if he can't go on up, pick up the 5 of Brendan Book. Cross the line, 14-8, 14-5, side by side, 3 wide for P3. 3 wide for P2, 3 wide for P3, P wide for P6, 7th and 8th. They are on a mission. Still, everybody chasing the 8 car. Tom Flitcroft, 4 car of Charles Kramer up on the high side now. He sees the 34 behind him. I mentioned earlier, don't sleep on the 25. He was going to get on up there and get going. 2 to go, says Papa Bear. White flag lap this time by. Down the backstretch, 8 car still leading. 5 car very, very close in tow after a close call just a couple short laps ago. 14 of Caitlin Haight, Charles Kramer, and Austin Collins going to round out the top 5.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution's out! We will have a green-white checker. What a way to end it. Let's go. Woo! Caution, caution, caution. Caution, Ryan McCall is going to be part of this. John Honeycutt, Jacob Locklear, and Jeff Byers. Let's see if we can go back with Jacob Locklear, find out what happened with him, and I believe it was a 97 Monster Machine he was piloting earlier. Well, I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty decent indication. Look at him, 4 wide. All right, so let's switch on over to our chase cam. And, yeah, he's already up in the wall, so let's back this up just a tad. 3 wide down the backstretch. All right, let's stop it there. Let's go ahead and play it. Matt O'Brien in the middle in those STP Richard Petty colors. The 23 of Jose Ruiz getting a big shove from Ryan all the way through. 97 up in the wall, nowhere to go. The 50 of John Honeycutt, nowhere to go also. And you just see the melee ensue in front of him. Wow. Very, very unfortunate. I believe that was going to be Jeff Byers that we saw. Yes, it was in this this 333 Pantera car. Let's go ahead and play it out for him. Ugh. Just nowhere to go. Rough finish for the 30 of Ryan McCall. I mean, the man was having a great race, sitting in the top 5 most of it. Let's go with him. Let's back it up just a tad. All right, stop it and play it. Just gets tagged by the bumper from John Honeycutt's team FTR number 50. And a very, very rough night for Ryan. Actually, I feel for him this race. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Tom Flitcroft still leading. Brendan Book's going to sit P number 2. Caitlin Haight is going to run P3. Let's see if we can find Caitlin for the very first time. See if she's got a mic. She is down in Output Racing. No, actually, we won't bother her because the lights atop the pace car are out. And she's got to think about what she's going to do. I'm sure she's probably talking to her teammates. Again, she's down there with Output Racing. That's going to be Austin Collins, Brian Pizzicami, PJ O'Leary, and Tom Harmon. So I'm sure she's working things out and getting ready for this restart. I don't want to bother her. I wonder if it's height instead of hate. I wonder if it's height. Or het? Who knows? I'll ask her once this is all said and done. All right. So again, lights atop the pace car are out. Pace car is going to be pulling on down pit road. Will this be the last time? I believe it's unlimited green-white checkers here in the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Again, I apologize. Not quite sure what happened to the overlays. They failed mid-race, just stopped and will not reset for me. But coming back to the iRock TV restart zone. Again, guys and girls, if you got a Roku TV or Roku streaming deck, go on over, search out iRock TV. It's the logo on the bottom left of your screen. Download the channel, completely free of commercials, 4K. Let's go. Eight car with a good launch. You see the 4 car up high. 44 trying to take it just a little bit higher. That's going to get the 4 a little squirrely, but it is go time. You've got to shove. You got to push for all it's worth. Caitlin's going to try to take that outside right along with Austin Collins and company. Will the 5 have enough since he no longer has any help to push that 8 that it will lead the most laps here this evening? This is the white flag. 14 leading for the first time this race, and right where she needs to. White flag is out. 14 up high. Austin Collins right there with her. There you see the 8 on the bottom, 5 down low as well. Back side by side. It's going to be a drag race. 63. There will be no caution. It's checkers or wreckers to the line. Let's go. 8 cars back to the lead. 14 up high after getting a little squirrely off of a push by Austin Collins. 5. PJ 34. Hey, we got a double or a 2-time winner, talking about the 8 car of Tom Flitcroft, by big thanks and big pushes from Brendan Book all night long. Hey, what are friends for? Man, I am so happy for this guy. So happy for this guy. Tom Flitcroft gets it done at Atlanta. All right, buddy. Bring it on back to the start stripe and burn him down. It's all you, Tom. There we go. Lock up the brake bias. Get it back to the line. Light it up. Nice, tight burnout. Pull up to the front bumper of his buddy, Brendan Book. That was right with him all race long. Big thank you to him. Run them till they blow. All right, Tom's going to go ahead and run it the other way. The famed Alan Kowicki Polish victory lap. At this point, IRL drivers would be have the window net down and saluting the fans as they go on by. Tom right now going a little bit faster. But then again, no stands back there. Just all the RVs and all the fans standing by the front cheering him on as he goes on by. Again, in that famed gray Ghost. Get the good out of it. There you go. What a way to... Look at that. Perfectly placed. Cody Kalinka there in that Nationwide 79 to celebrate with his buddy. And the Motor Pops. There you go. Take a picture, and that's going to be a wrap. All right, guys and girls, we will be right back. Again, we are going to have Brendan Book finishing third. Caitlin Hitt, I'll find out how to pronounce that, with Tom Flitcroft to be your top 3. Austin Collins brings it back for a 4th place finish, and Cody Kalinka will be P number 5. Don't nobody go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah. the hell?
Hello?
Hey, good race. That was awesome.
Yeah. In all honesty, I probably should have thrown a block, but I thought I was going to have more help behind me on the final lap. Not like all the way out of turn 4, but it was fun.
I thought you had it when you made that move. Like, Brendan, I don't know how we didn't wreck, but he's just like, Tom, hang on, because I'm pushing you. I'm not lifting. I'm like, I'm fine with that. Let's go.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that was a great run. You were friggin' right there the whole race, pretty much. I mean, you helped us, really. You worked with us the whole race.
Hi. It can't be any worse than the one time somebody was saying hate it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, guys, we are back. Got our top 3 live in the booth. We're going to start off with driver 5 in that Cincinnati Camaro, up 2 spots from where he started this race. Brendan, man, we got a quick chance to talk to you during one of the latest cautions, and it was a phenomenal race. You had a bunch of buddies lined up with you, guys that you've been racing with for years, and bringing this one home again, P3 is going to be a great night for you in the points. Talk to me about your race and your commitment to either the 8 or maybe the 79 or any of your other buddies that you were around most of the evening.
No, yeah, it was a really good night overall for C Motorsports. I know James got wrecked out early, so we couldn't really race with him much, but Tom, Micah, and Cody and myself, we worked really well together there. I know there was some net code or something that kind of took Micah out of it. I know I got the wall slightly, but I don't know, that's kind of a weird deal. But yeah, I knew definitely the only reason I was going to make a move on Tom is if we were clear by quite a bit off turn 4, so that one of us at least won. And then there I kind of just, once they got to our outside and kind of got ahead of us, I wasn't going to lift. And that's exactly what happened, and it worked out. So glad to push my teammate to a win. You know, it's 2 in a row for us, so just another day, good day at the office.
All right, so good day at the office. The mini super speedway now in the books. Next week we are going to, I believe I just saw New Hampshire for 100.
We are not racing next week because it's 4th of July.
Okay, so the following. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring that schedule back up. Yeah, New Hampshire on July 10th. You're right, for 135 laps. So gonna head on up to the Magic Mile. What are you thinking about that after you're all recovered from the 4th of July?
I mean, New Hampshire has been an all right track for me. I think I can run, easily top 5, top 10. But as far as winning speed, I expect, James and Wisdom and O'Brien probably be the faster guys. But you never know. There's been some tracks that I've been good at that I was surprised I was good at. So, just go for another good points day because I think I should be the points lead now.
Ooh.
After I put these results in. So I'll give you an update there in a few minutes, but. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, again, congratulations on a great run. I believe you got to lead a lap, so that point's going to be in the bank. Tom Flickeroff able to lead the most laps, so he's going to grab that also. Overall, great race. Very, very clean up front, except for that issue with Micah. And you're 100% right. I actually went back and replayed off of his front bumper and his back bumper. Never made contact with either of you. Just completely jerked him to the left, and his night was done. Just an unfortunate net code issue, as you clearly put it. So congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
You got it. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out?
Just once again, teammates, Tom, Micah, Cody, James, we always work well together. Frozen or Eliza and Woody up in the booth, making calls and looking at everything. And then you here in the booth and all the drivers. It was a really good race. Like I say it every week, we've been doing really well the last few weeks.
Yep.
So glad to to see that, and then also the new people. I know Caitlin, she did really good for her first time, and everyone that we've been getting in has been doing really good. So that's good to see.
Not kidding, and you bring me right to her. Caitlin Height, up 9 spots, sitting P number 2. What a way to make an entrance to the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series presented by iRock TV all season long over on Roku. Man, you started right about top 10 and worked your way on up. That 14 seemed like it was a stable inside the top 5, right along with the 5, with the 8, with the 79, and a couple others. And then at the end, you took it to the outside. You had to go for that W. You had a decent push from behind. What more did you need to keep that momentum up there and take this win for yourself?
Well, I think in hindsight, looking back at everything, what I needed to do was just, throw a block down to the bottom there. But it's my first race into the series. I didn't really want to cause a whole lot of issues. I really wanted to finish the race and keep the entire car clean, which that was accomplished.
Yes.
1 spot short from the win there, but still, I think it's a really good result for my first showing. Granted, it's a mini super speedway, so anything can happen, but still, I think it's a decent result for first time out.
Yeah, not bad. You absolutely show that you could push, you could take a push, you can keep the car clean, keep it competitive, stay up there all night long. So next in the next race on July 10th, 135 laps from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. What kind of a showing can we see out of that 14? Are you going to be finishing out the season, or are you going to be just a part-time racer here in Shake and Bake? What's your outlook on the rest of the season?
Really sort of depends on my availability, but I'll definitely try and show up in 2 weeks' time for New Hampshire. I haven't been there in a long while, so I sort of will have to feel it out again, but I've had some mixed results back there in the past in different series and such, so hopefully I can just show up and still sort of put some pressure on for maybe another good run.
All right, Caitlin, we'll definitely glad to meet you. Welcome to the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Great finish this evening. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Any quick friends, family, or sponsors you want to get out there?
Just want to give a big thanks to the admin team and you for broadcasting. I had no idea that there was actually a broadcast, and it just sort of blindsided me that, oh, hey, you're going to be getting an interview. So it's like, oh, okay. So, yeah, just want to thank everybody that sort of put all this on, and for Thomas Harmon for bringing me into the series here and getting me situated.
There you go, old Tom. All right, well, we'll see you again soon. Congrats on this runner-up. I know you'll get there soon. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the man of the hour. Got it done in the opening race of season number 2 at Daytona. Tom Flitcroft, buddy, old pal. You sent me a birthday message earlier today, and you said, hey, Pete, what car do you want me to run? I said, buddy, I've always been a fan of the Gray Ghost. You brought it out tonight. It seemed like you had people that were willing to work with you throughout the race, no matter where you were. If you went high, you had some people up there. If you went low, you had some people down there. You were able to keep that Nationwide Insurance Gray Ghost up front. I imagine if I was to switch on over to the front bumper of that Camaro, it is probably mint. Congratulations on this win, Tom. I can't imagine the night could have gone any better. You had a completely uneventful racer, so it seemed, except for a couple times where you really had to catch that thing.
I mean, I'll be honest. Towards the end, I was like, it's going way too good. There's no friggin' way this is gonna work out. There's no way. Like, something odd's gonna happen. And luckily, I was able to hit my pit stop, because that's always, it's not easy to kind of reset and slow down when you're used to going fast and you're trying to tinker around with your settings because the damn auto fuel setting that they have on here. So you got to adjust that and kind of figure out what your strategy is going to be. And luckily, for the most part, we didn't really have too many issues with our group other than James.
Yeah.
James, I actually thought he was going to be the one that, if he was going to push one of us to a win, whether it be me, Brendan, Micah, or
Cody.
Cody or anybody else up there, but he got destroyed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But he wins enough of these things anyway, so he'll be fine. But no, but seriously, like I can't believe I won, man. That's not easy. These guys are they're really good, and I've always honestly been kind of streaky. Like one night I'll be decent, and the next night I could be complete garbage. So it's nice that I was able to focus and put it all together because it's not easy, especially when you start having cautions like that. And I just stuck with my gut and kept choosing because we were talking about like, where should I pick? Should I pick the bottom? Should I pick the top? But I'm like, I don't care. I'm doing what I think is best, and luckily somehow it worked out. I got to go buy a lottery ticket or something.
There you
I
go.
don't know. But for now on, I mean, you want to just pick the paint scheme I run, and maybe
Buddy, I
this thing
would
works
be absolutely honored to pick whichever paint scheme you run week to week. You simply send me a message and we'll get her done. I tell you what, from next race is New Hampshire. I got faith in you. Go with Dale Jr.'s 04 Daytona winning car.
Oh, there we go. Hey, that's man, you're getting me right in the feels here, Repeat. Speaking of which, I'm sure everybody's heard this 1,000 times, but my man, happy birthday. I can't believe you finally just turned 35 years old. It's
Yeah.
about damn time, but no, thank you for everything you do. I mean, broadcast, I'm sure I can't wait to go back and watch it. Sorry it was boring. We didn't have that many lead changes, but I'll be honest, it wasn't as easy as it looked. I was on the wheel. She was getting pretty loose out front there, but we held it together, and hopefully next week at New Hampshire we can put together a decent run because it seems like I've been checkers or wreckers. So hopefully we can kind of get rid of that and start racing a little bit more clean and not get into trouble. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully we do good things. We'll see what the future holds.
Buddy, this is win number 2 for you. Again, you opened up the season with a win at Daytona. We've got 7 more weeks to go before we start the round of 16 at Darlington in late August. The rest of the regular season consists of New Hampshire, Pocono, Richmond, Michigan, Indy, the Glen, and again at Daytona. So could this be a set of bookends maybe? Can you get 3 before the regular season's wrapped up, or maybe more?
I mean, that would be cool. I'd like to win on a regular track, so they say. I'm not the best at the short tracks, but on mile and a half, I usually can hold my own. But I mean, I owe Brendan Book. I mean, without him, I wouldn't have won the friggin' race. He told me going into, as they started getting a run on the outside, he said, I'm going to push you and I'm not going to lift. And I'm like, I'm game. Let's go.
Damn.
See what happens. And luckily, so by the grace of God, it worked out. So hopefully I can return the favor. That'd be pretty sweet. He's not bad for an owner. I don't care what anyone says about him.
Well, you had some people out there in chat, of course. Your parents, I think I saw earlier. Frozen Toes, of course, passing on her congratulations. Mike Papa Bear Campbell says, "Congrats, Tom." And it's gonna be a great rest of the regular season, and I can't be happier for you, man. Again, we've got a long history going back to the console days. Congratulations on this W. Any quick friends, family, sponsor? I know you already said thanks to Brendan Book, but give me the rest, sir.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the teammates, obviously, without you, we wouldn't have a broadcast. I wouldn't be here, giving a subpar interview. That's on my end, though. I'm not the best, but I try to make do with what we have. But obviously, Frozen Toes, Brendan Book, Jordan McGraw, the whole admin team, John Honeycutt, Woody, you know, everybody that's involved. Without them, we wouldn't have a place to run here and try to have fun. So it's always good to, you know, to have a place to run, because
I agree.
I mean, a lot of people.
It's always
don't-
good to have
yeah.
a place called home.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't have leagues to run, and they're always asking on official races. And you know, unfortunately, there's only so much room. But we've got a great group, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season with these guys.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And I again, congratulations. Way to get this done, Tom.
Hell yeah, man! Thank you.
You got it. All right, guys and girls, that is going to go ahead and wrap it up from Atlanta. The one and only Tom Flitcroft, Tom Flitty, getting it done for win number 2, again, after opening up season 2 with the win at Daytona. We are off next week, as Brendan Book mentioned just a little bit ago. We're going to see everybody at New Hampshire, July the 10th for 135 laps. Same bat time, same bat channel. Definitely looking forward to seeing you all there, just as the 8 Cars motor expires. Why not? But thank you, everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept me and everybody else company. Definitely appreciate all of the happy birthday and the birthday wishes that have been out in chat all evening long. Thank you very much for the subs. Thank you very much for the bits. They all go a very, very long way. And we will see you all again very soon. Thank you, and good night.